Hello and welcome to LightHouse Talks. Today I'll be talking about how to deal with stress, how to manage stress, and how to deal effectively with it. So this is the video that it will be helpful for you to manage your stress. It may seem that there's nothing you can do about your stress level. Why? Because your bills are not going to stop coming. There will never be more hours in a day for all your to-do lists. Your career and family responsibilities will always be demanding. But do you know something? You have a lot more control than you might think. In fact, the simple realization that you are in control of your life is the very foundation of stress management. Managing stress is all about taking charge of your thoughts, your emotions, your schedule, your environment, and the way you deal with the problems. The ultimate goal is balanced life, where you have time for work, relationship, relaxation, and fun. We should also learn the key skills like the resilience to withstand the pressure and meet the challenges head on. Now, before going further, if you're here for the first time, please do not forget to check our previous talks. We have discussed some valuable information and the links are given in the description box. Also, please subscribe to my channel as more interesting content is coming up just for you. Please don't miss it. So coming back to the topic, let's understand first what is stress. Stress is body's reaction to any change that requires an adjustment or a response. The body reacts to these changes with physical, mental, and emotional responses. Stress is a part of life. Of course, it's a fact that every one of us, including me, have faced, some of us are facing now, and some may face stress in the future. Because we are all human beings, and definitely we will face physical, mental, and emotional stresses in our lifetime at some point of the time. And because the reasons could be different, because of various causes. So, don't you think it is better to know about stress? So definitely we can deal with it effectively. So there are two types of stress. Number one, positive stress, and number two is negative stress. So what is positive stress? Positive stress is an inspiration that can add anticipation and excitement to life. So let me think of some examples. Positive stress are like learning new activity, upcoming wedding, solving interesting problems, new jobs, etc. Negative stress, on the other hand, guys, this is serious. It's a burden and can damage individual health and well-being. And this is absolutely serious. You have to be very, very, very careful while dealing with negative stress. Some examples of negative stress are loss of loved ones, extreme phobias, financial condition, and continuous ongoing conflicts. Too much stress of either kind gradually piles up and leave you feeling tied up in knots. However, negative stress is very dangerous, or it can fill you up with full anxiety. Now listen to this very, very carefully. Positive stress can be productive, negative stress can be destructive. Okay, slow motion. Let me repeat that. Positive stress can be productive, negative stress can be destructive. Note that down. Now that we are aware of two kinds of stress, let's try and understand the sources of stress. Where does it actually come from? There are four chief sources of stress according to the researchers. Number one, environmental, social, physiological, mental. So what is environmental? Some examples of environmental stress includes weather, noise, traffic, and pollution. And it causes so much of disturbance in our daily life, right? Social relates to people and include family, relatives, relationships, colleagues, neighbors, etc. Let's look at physiological stress sources. It can take a physical toll on your body. Example, illness, aging, lack of exercise, lack of sleep, poor nutrition, etc. Mental, it affects the mind. This can include negative thoughts, self-criticism, perception, extreme paranoia. Now that we are aware from where stress comes from It's important to know that stress varies from person to person, and each individual has a level of stress that he or she thinks it's manageable. For example, some people look forward for public speaking. On the other hand, some are totally stressed out to do the same thing. Other examples, some people like paragliding and some cannot even simply imagine doing that. So why such different reactions? The answer is very simple. One who enjoys public speaking or paragliding in the above examples that I was just talking about is a positive stress situation, and for those who don't is a negative stress situation. Take a few minutes and think of negative stress situation that you may have faced in life. Now, after identifying that, you can pause the video and use these 5 effective strategies that can help you to deal with stress effectively. Relax and let go. Relaxing is a key technique to manage stress. When you are stressed out, try to first relax before dealing with any particular situation. For this, you need to find out multiple ways of relaxation. This includes proper amount of sleep, schedule regular breaks in a hectic day, deep breathing for 20 to 15 times in a day, or simply get a good massage. Regenerate yourself. Regenerating is the best way to heal the stress effects. Try walking and hiking. People have reported, especially this one, practice of meditation and yoga is extremely effective in dealing with stress. Soothing music also helps you to calm down. Third thing, recognize. Recognize and identify support system. It is very important. Communicate your problems to someone who you trust and take advice from experts. It's extremely crucial. You can look to family and friends, co-workers, neighbors, spiritual masters. Psychologists also help a lot to deal with this stress. So look for help from other community resources as well. It has been a wonderful help. Reward yourself by planning an engaging activity. Hobby of your choice. Celebrate small, medium or big accomplishments. And lastly, resolve to face your stress head on. Let go of situation that you cannot change at all, or things that are totally out of your control because they keeps on stressing you out. Replace negative thoughts with encouragement and learn to see your past mistakes as an opportunity to learn. This is the most important thing. On physical level, negative stress symptoms includes headache, upset stomach, dry mouth, elevated blood pressure. I'm sure you must have faced, if you have faced a lot of stress problem, sleeping problem, shortness of breath, tightening in chest, etc. Research also suggests that stress can bring life-threatening diseases. Its impact on emotions also, or like one experiences anger, frustration, loss of confidence, and more irritability. It also impacts your mind, which includes worrying, muddled thinking, impaired judgments, and nightmares. Impacts your behavior as well, where one experiences loss of appetite, more alcohol, increased smoking. By using all these above or the stress management technique that I'm using, you will be able to deal with the stress very effectively. So now deal with the stress, don't fear with it. Now that you are aware of what is stress, its sources, and how it impacts you, try to use these strategies to get unstuck from stress and live happy and healthy life. Of course, a peaceful life too. So, a last question. How do you tackle stress in your life? Write in the comment section below, so that it will be helpful for all of us to deal with stress effectively. And please, do not forget to give a thumbs up. So see you next time. Thanks for your valuable time.